Wow, it's a perfect team.
You're
sadistic.
Hey guys, I told you how excited I was to come to WETA Digital, right, here in New Zealand, and I did not realize that being part of a performance capture suit was going to be a part of this, but I'm really excited that this next part of the tour is supposed to include Robert Rodriguez, so I'm going to use that excitement to get over my humiliation. What are we doing today?
Well, we are going to put some markers on you.
Okay.
So these are, we call them a marker. It is directional reflective tape, rubber, and Velcro.
Okay.
That's it. There's no electronics. There's
Hello.
no sensors. Darius here is going to put on 53 markers.
Wow.
Once
okay.
he's got them all on, we'll go through to the scaling volume and we'll load you up with a digital character and we'll match your proportions, and then you'll be able to go and do some performance capture.
Okay, so this suit, besides being unflattering, is also very hot.
Okay.
Hi, camera.
Did I do it right? Is this how everybody's supposed to
It's
look?
looking great. Come on through. Welcome to the scaling volume.
Okay.
But before we get started, a question. Would you like to be Romo or Nisiana?
I will be Nisiana.
Okay. Good choice.
So what happens is we have 84 cameras out on the main stage. Each one of them has a LED infrared ring light. They blast out a whole lot of light, hits the marker, which has got directional reflective tape. So that sends the light straight back to the camera. Camera sees it in a 2D image. We do a process in the morning called Calibrating, which links all the cameras together, and it basically lets them know where they are in relationship to each other. When we have that, we have created a volume. You can mark it in 3D anywhere in that space.
This is the performance capture stage.
Awesome.
Today, you're going to be performing with these guys. This is Ike.
Hi, Ike. I'm Karama. Nice to meet you.
And he's a good guy. Shane over here is the bad guy.
tell he's the bad
guy.
So sorry. Nice to meet you. Karama, nice to meet you.
So you're going to kick his butt. We're going to walk through a little bit of a stunt thing, and you're going to take him down.
Okay.
So if you look at that monitor, you'll see a digital set. And in the back of it, there's a dude waving a
Yes.
flashlight.
Oh,
That's
that's him.
Ike back there. And this is all built up to match that digital set. So it's
Okay.
a one-to-one representation. And as Ike comes down, he can interact with the set and lean over the railing. And you see how he's leaning over the railing in the digital set.
His little flashlight is the same. It has these same markers on it. And it's capturing the movement, and as he shines it around, he can actually light the environment, or you can have a DP come in with lights and place the lights and do it all interactive.
So you'll see there's a big pipe there, and this is that. And Shane's gonna come out of the pipe playing Gruishka. So you can see these guys. Boom. And so he's playing like a 10-foot tall.
But he looks so much closer to him.
Yeah, and let's look at how that works. So see how they're standing in front of each other over
Yeah.
there in the monitor, but here they're separated. So we're doing an offset thing where we've pulled them apart in physical space, but in the digital space, we slide them together. And Ike needs to look up at that mark, and Shane needs to look down at
'Cause
that
that's his
mark.
face. That's Gruishka's
right,
face.
because
Okay.
Gru's really
Yeah.
tall. The other reason to separate them like this is so that Ike can kick that pad and he takes out his knee. So that we get a really strong kick or a punch against something, he impacts something without hurting him, because we don't want you to hurt Shane. So you're playing Nisiana today, I think?
That would be lovely, yes.
Okay. So let's take a look at what you're gonna do.
Okay.
Right up close to that barrel, and you'll see the interactive lighting play on your character. So that is you. Whatever you put into that performance is going to be translated onto that character. So posture, attitude, body.
And she's like a praying mantis, right? So
Yeah.
it's all about wingspan. It's like the big,
That's it.
big
That's the
poses,
stuff.
and
So-
that's how she feels intimidating to the characters. So.
Yeah, so pushing your posing like you just did with that is really cool, because you can see immediately that that's super neat. Like you get these really beautiful
Yeah.
lines of action through her body.
Fascinating.
Look at you doing your body pose in there. You getting into it. How are you?
Hi, Karama. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So yeah, so this helps you see who you are. Use that wingspan,
This is fascinating.
because he's going to be so much bigger than you. But yeah, when you come down, you're in stealth mode. You want to slink through here and then be intimidating.
Good posing.
And this is what's cool about performance capture is that you're bringing your own performance to it. I mean, I can tell you a couple things, but you're going to feel and do something I didn't think about. So I'm excited to see what you do.
Then Mike and the team walked me through the process of the scene's fight choreography. But they left a lot up to me.
I keep wanting to stab him through the neck.
Stab him through the neck.
I guess I'm a little bit more violent than I thought I was.
Here we go, camera. And action.
Are you kidding me? Carol, the blurred girl, in my lair. Little
What? I can't hear you. Cat got your tongue. This is one of my favorite.
Wow, it's a perfect take. You're
Beautiful.
sadistic. You just let him feel it. You drew that out.
Sorry.
Twisting it in, watching him bleed, dancing in his blood, laughing.
I can't wait to show this to my boyfriend. He's gonna be like, honey.
I'm leaving.
I know.
I'm packing my bags, hiding all the kitchen knives.
I'm a fan of your work for so long, but you've worked solo. You learn all the parts of filmmaking and composing and everything yourself. What was it like having to work with so many people?
Having to. It was a complete joy to work with people who have such high artistic integrity at the top of their game, all bringing something to the table. Usually, you know, I'm scrambling around to do stuff at the lower budget level, but here you have high level of artistry.
Weeks versus
a lot of time to get it right,
Yeah.
because you know you want something that's going to be lasting, and it's a Jim Cameron project, so you know his bar's really high. Everyone's bar is really high, so coming in knowing all those jobs in some way helps you navigate it and know really when you're working with other masters how masterful they are in their areas, and so it's a joy. It's a joy to do that.
When the budgets are lower, you've been spoiled.
It'll be fun in a different way, but this is you're achieving something a much higher level of quality. When you see that, it's like, okay, that's not one guy doing that. That's
No, clearly.
an army of amazing people.
What was the most difficult scene you think for you? Not necessarily to execute, but just for you creatively. What was the most difficult scene?
Well, you know, it's hard to say. I mean, because everything is challenging, but that's why you take it on, is because you're trying to create something that didn't exist. I mean, Jim knew it was challenging when he was going to make this in 2005. I mean,
Yeah.
the technology was not there at all.
Yeah.
And even now, they still had to, build, techniques to be able to put her in a real space like we had her. So we knew all that was going to be challenging. You just kind of cross your fingers and hope we can figure it out in time. And they did, so it's exciting.
This is incredible.
This is amazing. So you forgot you were wearing the suit.
I did.
You started becoming that character.
I did, yeah.
You know, instead of me just showing you a drawing or anything. 'Cause this is something I never had before.
Yeah.
The actor always just had to imagine.
What you're saying and what you're thinking is affecting your body
Yeah.
and your facial, and all those things are linked. So have a look over
Yeah,
here.
that's what we didn't have on you was this helmet. How attractive that camera can be, but also
Oh, there's two cameras.
There's
but
two.
also that it's capturing every detail of his face.
So
And the
as,
sound,
as
so
Rose is
dialogue.
performing, we're capturing all the details, the subtleties of her mouth, her eyes, the nuances of her movement. I mean, you don't really notice all the little, not imperfections, but nuances of the way people's faces move individually until you start watching it moving through with the shot. Like as you're stabbing Street Fighter style right up through the face and killing Shane, all that motion through your arm is coming all the way through your face, and you're getting all that extra like performance back in. And it's something we've never done it with two cameras before, which allows us to get extra depth and just more and more information every time.
Wow.
So.
The other thing we've got in there is the camera that's following you through that space is a virtual camera. So we can fly using this. We can fly a camera anywhere we want in the space. And right now we're just following you through the space so we can review the take that you've done. This isn't the shot camera. What Robert would be doing would be focusing on your performance. And once he's got a performance that he wants, he can pull it up. You can, you wrap, and then tomorrow, next week, he'll pull that performance that you've done up, and he'll use this to cover and create all the shots he wants, close-ups of your face, your hands,
Because he
scraping.
only has to worry about you and your performance doing it in one take, not worrying about lighting, not worrying about all those extra things, and getting all this extra information, and then go back and get all the takes
So
over and
post
over.
is starting in the middle of production.
Yeah, kind of in a way.
All of her little facial movements and even like frowns and things like that. Rosa was
Totally,
doing-
everything.
yeah.
In fact, some points they would come back and say, her face does things humans shouldn't be able to do. Like when she does this little smile here, this moves over there, because she has a very, expressive face. And that's one of the main draws I had to her was that, wow, she has such a life, because you could do a very stoic performance and it would still work. But she has so much life force coming through her just when you talk to her that I thought this would give the animators a huge challenge. If they could put that in, it would bring her to life in an incredible way.
It did.
They did. They
It was
captured all of
fantastic.
that. I mean, I see them almost like the same person now. It's so much of her performance that I knew so well from picking the takes and seeing it for so long with this outfit on, that when I saw the final thing, it just felt like her completely coming through.
Thank you. That was a really cool performance.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Karma. That was
Thank
great.
you so much for letting me beat the crap out of you.
Someone's ever done an uppercut. It really made me work.
Thank you.
Thanks, Karma.